hope in the valley. How's everyone doing today? I am taking 5 minutes to myself right now. I am all mommied out. I'm tapped out. I'm drained. I'm like, don't anybody ask me another question. We are going back to school tomorrow. And so my kids have a case of the I don't want to go back to school, SADS, nerves, and everything else in between. So nothing I do or say is right today, and everything makes them cry. And I'm all in support for being anxious and nervous and going back and having a new teacher and not knowing which friends are going to be in your class and going to lunch at a different time and getting used to a new routine. My mommy heart goes out to them, it does, but it's almost 4 o'clock in the afternoon where I'm at, and I'm just tapped out. And we were up. Last night was our last night to go to bed at a decent time and then sleep in. And we were up in the night due to a big hailstorm. So it was like 12:30ish, and it was like pelting my house with hail. And my children got woke up, and then they were scared, and I had to put them back to sleep, and I had to make sure there was no hail damage. And just go around and check the house and get everybody back to sleep. And so I'm not a happy camper today. I was like, that was our last night to get good sleep. Because tomorrow the kids go back to school. So a friend of mine, on a side note, suggested that I clean my camera on the back, clean the lens of my camera to see if it'd get rid of all that grainy video that I've had the past few videos. It did not work. But she put me onto something, and I took my screen protector off. And guess what? Here I am. Look, it's so clear now. So I'm going to show you. My screen protector had cracked, and I will not go without a screen protector. And so I put a piece of Scotch tape on it, and that plus all of the dirt that desperately needs cleaning off of this, I think was making it, see how it makes the video all grainy? I think that's what's been happening in my last few videos. So I think that is now fixed, hopefully. Let's hope. Thank goodness. So hopefully you can now see me all in all of my beautiful glory. I'm tired. We have Sunday hair because we were up in the middle of the night and we're trying to get ready for back to school, and I've got this, I don't know what I'm gonna do yet. My bangs desperately need cut, but I've always had bangs my whole life. Like my whole life I've had bangs. And one year I just decided I've never not had them, let's grow them out. And I grew them out, and I had them for a long time. No bangs. And then when I just recently got my hair cut, I asked for bangs again. And they're a pain to manage, and they grow super fast. Now, I wish the rest of my hair would grow that fast and not fall out as much, because, man alive, am I losing hair. But I can't. I don't know if I want to just cut them short again or just let them grow. So I've got this weird, I don't know, thing going on the side of my head, and that's okay. Just ignore it. It's Sunday, we're tired, we have to get up tomorrow at 6 a.m. for back to school, and this mom is tapped out. Too many emotions for me. I love my children, and I'm helping them work through every single one of them, but I'm just like, all right, get your tablet, go, give me 5 minutes, because I'm tapped out. But anyway, I wanted to talk to you today. I've had this new thing going on. So I have nausea, which is very common for the illnesses that I have. I have a lot of chronic nausea. But I've started this new thing now where if I go to a store or run an errand, I get really nauseous while doing that. And then it's like by the time we're done and I get to the car, it's all I can do not to puke in the parking lot. And I cannot figure it out. I have all my other symptoms, which are horrific after running an errand, but then you throw this in there and it's just like, unbearable, like unbearable. And it takes like a day, almost 2 days for it to calm itself. I don't know I don't know if my blood pressure is getting too low, which I mean it's already, for those of you who don't know, I have POTS, and some other illnesses, so my blood pressure is usually like 80/47. So I don't know if it's going even lower. I mean, I feel like crap. I feel like it's probably lower. I don't have anything with me to tell me. I don't have fancy technology. We don't have the money for that. And so I don't have heart rate watches and fancy things like that. So I don't know. I don't know what's going on, but I would really covet your prayers for it, because running errands is hard enough as it is. And then you throw in the nausea, and I'm just like, I can't deal. I just become a whole nother person. Let's just put it that way. Because I already feel like crap in the store, and it's overstimulating and too much, and I'm feeling anger and all these other feelings, and then all of a sudden you throw in, like nausea, and I'm just like, holy moly, it's all I can do to be self-controlled. I don't want to be this person. It's sad. I just want to be normal. Go to the store and just be normal. I don't know, guys. I can sit here all I want and try to figure it out. And it's not something to be figured out. I figured that out. I think the thing that frustrates me the most about my chronic illness is the triggers. Like, why am I getting nauseous in the grocery store? What did I do today that caused X, Y, and Z? And now I'm in bed and bedbound. The not knowing what is... So I have my constant chronic illness. I accept it. I have to just learn to manage and live with it. But when you add like a flare or this new nausea symptom, it's like you just rack your brain. You're like, what did I do this time to cause this flare so that I don't do it again? I don't make it happen again. What am I doing wrong in the grocery store that's causing me to feel X, Y, and Z? I'm bringing a snack. I'm hydrating. So it's like, and I never figure it out. I don't. And so then I just rack my brain, and then I'm mad and angry because I don't know the why. Like, why am I nauseous in the store? Why did I flare today? Why? Because if I knew, I wouldn't do it again. That's for sure. I don't think we can ever really figure out the whys. And I think that's the most frustrating part about having a chronic illness, is the unknown whys. Like, what did I do now? To cause this? I didn't do anything out of the ordinary. I didn't go to the store today. I didn't eat just, I don't know. I also this week, so for that 3 straight days, had hives. If you don't know, have chronic illness where I also have hives. And I get hives about 7, 8 o'clock every night on my legs. It's the lower part of my legs, below the kneecap. It's very rare that it's anywhere else. Once in a while, I'll have a little bit on my low back, like where your jeans sit. But it's always about 7, 8 o'clock at night, and it's on my legs, the lower part of my legs. And hold on, my kids are coming. I'm gonna lock the door so I don't put my kids on camera. So let me just lock the door real quick. So I get hives, and they're like on the low part of my leg, and about 7, 8 o'clock every night. Well, this time it started about 2 nights ago. I woke up and it was on my trunk. So like my stomach area here, all in through here on my stomach area, had hives, bigger hives than what I get on my legs. And I was itching all night long. And then it lasted a little bit into the morning, and I thought, okay, that's good. It's probably like calming itself and going away. And it did. But then bedtime rolled around, and I was itching like mad again. Now, that scenario, I did try a new dairy-free cheese because I was tired of my pizza toppings falling off all the time. And so I was like, I'm gonna try a new dairy-free cheese to hold my pizza toppings on because all the dairy-free cheeses are gross. I'm sorry, they're nasty, they're disgusting, they're awful. Don't waste your money. This one actually was pretty decent, and I was excited. I was like, it's not nasty, and my pizza toppings are staying on. And then I broke out in hives. I don't know what ingredient in it caused it, and then I do detox slower. That's part of my health conditions is I detox really, really slow. So that could be the reason that it came out again the next day, where when it was slowly fading away, it decided to make a recovery or a comeback. That could be the reason, is because I detoxed slowly, and so then there was still some kind of floating around in my body. I don't know, because I didn't have any more of the pizza. I was like, I don't think I'll give that a try. I need to try again. So I wanted to wait like a few days and let it get out of my system. And then I want to try again, like use the cheese on something, see if I get hives again, and then I'll know, yeah, I can't. It wasn't just like a coincidence or a rare outbreak of hives. It's connected to the cheese. Because if it's not, that'd be great because I'd have a wonderful cheese to keep my pizza toppings on. So I'm going to take a break from it for a little while. And then I'm going to use up what I have and see what my body does. And hopefully it wasn't the cheese and it was just one of those. It's weird because sometimes I'm sitting here saying, I'd like to know the why. Why this? Why that? Because I wouldn't do it again. But in this scenario, I don't really want to know the why. I don't want it to be the cheese. Because I just want pizza with toppings on it that taste good. So that's a little recap of my week. We had some hail. We're going back to school. I've been getting nauseous at the store. Broke out in hives. I don't know. I wish I had an answer for all the whys in life. I would go around and I would just look at everybody and I'd be like, don't do that. You're allergic to that. Don't do that. That will make you have a flare. Don't marry that guy. He's not so hot. I wish I could just have that gift and ability. If somebody were to say to me, what gift would you love to have? That would be it. I don't know what you would call it, but like intuition or just the gift of knowing the future or being able to tell I don't know what you would call it, but I would love to that would be me, totally me. I would want to just be that person that would go around and be like, don't get in your car today, it's gonna break down on the side of the road, or stay home, it's too icy, you're gonna hit the pole down at the end of the street. I'd love to be that person that can just walk around and be like, don't do that, it's gonna make you sick. Or just read someone's body. Like, this is what's wrong with your body. This is everything that's going on. Now go to the doctor and tell them. Wouldn't that be awesome? That would be like the most awesome gift to have, right? Right now, the only awesome gift I have is to pray for people. And to love them through every challenge they have. And that's why I created this channel. I'm going to make some back to school lunches with little mommy notes to make them feel special and not so afraid. And then I'm going to try to come up with some fancy, what my grandma Karen used to say, my tongue's all tied, fancy schmancy dinner, which is probably just going to be, if I'm honest, turkey and crackers and fruit. Because of the way I feel today, I think turkey and crackers and fruit is a great dinner choice. I'm tired. And we all have to get in bed by 7 tonight. So a lot of people think I'm kind of cuckoo. My kids are so we put my kids to bed at 7:15. So at 7:15, they're brushing their teeth. Well, so before dinner, they're in their pajamas. Because when they come home from school, they have to take their school clothes off and get rid of them. And we wash hands and face. And we get into our pajamas. And then they can play. And if they go outside, I don't care. Play outside in your pajamas, I don't care. They just stay in my backyard anyway. It's not like they're running off to the neighbors or something. So we're already in our pajamas at dinner. So then after dinner, they play for a little bit. Then they brush their teeth. Then they play a little bit more. And then by 7:15, they are going to the bathroom, getting drinks, whatever they need. And then they're in bed by 7:30. And a lot of people are like, you put your kids to bed 7:15, 7:30? Like, absolutely. They have to get up at 6 a.m. My teenager, last year, he was getting up at 5:35, I think it was, 5:35. But this year, he has decided he doesn't want to go to high school anymore. He wants to come home in school. So he's going to get a little extra sleep, which I am not mad about. I think it's going to help his mood. I think teenagers just really need a whole lot of extra sleep, and we're depriving them of that. And that's what's making them these unrealistic, unhinged humans. I really do. I think we're expecting way too much of someone who is growing the fastest they've ever grown in their life. Like, their growth spurts are huge. The amount of food they consume is huge because they're burning calories like crazy. And then we ask them to get up at 5:30 in the morning and do school until 9 o'clock at night. I think it's absolutely unrealistic and unhinged to be doing that to teenagers. And it shows. My teenager gets unhinged. So I think sleep for him this year is going to be a really, really good thing. But thank you all for coming and joining me today. I'm glad, hopefully, that you can see me a little bit better and the video quality is a little bit better. I will, now that my kids are going back to school, I'll go to a different part of the house with better lighting, and that will help as well. And you won't be staring at this blank canvas behind me. It's actually bright yellow. It's a bright yellow wall. Not that you can tell in the video, but it is like hideous yellow. I'm a yellow girl. I grew up with yellow in my bedroom. I had a yellow furniture set. I love yellow. Red is my new favorite color. But I love yellow. But this yellow is just like not my cup of tea yellow. It's just like, I don't know. I guess for someone maybe who has chronic illness and doesn't like a lot of stimulation, it's too stimulating. It's hard to see. I don't know if you can tell. Nah, it's not showing it. It's showing a nice pretty cream wall. I wish that's what I had. And I'm not a painter, so don't ask me to paint. I'm not your gal for that. So anyway, I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful day. I wish you the best start to your week. If you have any prayer requests, comment them below. If you have a praise, I would love it. I would love, 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 love to hear your praise. And I will see you guys next time. Have a good week. Bye-bye.